Welcome to another episode, you guys. We're just about to do this. I need to turn everybody on here.
Are we on?
Check.
Can you hear us?
Check.
You are now listening to
Love this intro.
I'll let myself off. I know where the emergency exits are.
That right there, that's a passenger running along the tarmac. After jumping from the plane, the emergency exit.
We feel you would be unable or unwilling to perform the duties listed on the safety card. Please ask a flight attendant.
I believe that I am capacitated to sit in the emergency exit row of this aircraft.
An emergency. Your regular exit might not be the quickest or
That's
safest
right.
way out.
Hey, this emergency exit is painted on.
There's no way out. We're through.
That's right. Now is the time to open your mind. In our search for the unknown, who knows what we will find? This is Emergency Exit. I am your host, Los, and with me, as always, is Nick, the Passion Rider, and Brandon, the Hard Hat Mitchell.
It's still around.
Doesn't that sound good? Sounds like you guys are ready to fight in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, from Kansas, weighing in at undetermined, and from places unknown. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick the
Seems
Passion
like you should have
Rider.
gathered a little more information before you became.
My
Before you
intel
called us
team.
Well, I would
they're
have
fired.
I would have gone with the normal 234 pounds. That's like how any big wrestler. That's
I'm definitely not 234 pounds.
weighing in at 234
Definitely
pounds
not.
is Nick the Passion
Okay,
Rider.
now I am.
Fighting 175 pounds of.
Nope.
It's not a fair fight. It's not a fair fight.
No.
Well, thank you guys, both of you guys, for joining again.
That was interesting.
Yeah, that was
And,
a weird little.
last week was good.
Yeah. So I just was thinking at the beginning of our little intro thing, actually the end of the intro, when he's like, "Hey, this emergency exit is just painted on." Aren't all of them just painted? Like it's still painted on what? The door?
The actual door was painted on.
The door was just painted on. Okay, I was like,
Emergency
isn't
exit
the
is
words
painted
emergency
on.
exit typically painted on anyway?
Yeah, that's from The Simpsons. Yeah.
Ah.
It's when they're
That
running
was
away.
Carl, wasn't it?
Carl's saying that. That's right.
No, it was Carl? It was his buddy.
There's nobody out. There's nowhere out.
Yeah, that one was Carl, but the other one, Lenny?
Lenny
yeah, Lenny.
Lennyson.
What?
Carl Carlson. And Lenny Lennyson. Something like that. Those were their names.
Interesting. That's
Did you know that? Come on, boys.
No, I knew Carl, but I didn't know Lenny.
Yeah,
I didn't
Carl
know his
and
last
Lenny.
name.
They were both-
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and they turned out to be gay in the show.
Do
Towards
they?
the end, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, if you guys are watching it, it's pretty
you
common
know
now.
I'm about 25 seasons behind. No,
They're like Bert and Ernie, though. That's how it goes.
never really comes
All right.
out.
We get started today. Thank you guys again for joining us. This is episode 44. Today is July 24th. We are coming to you again from our emergency exit floating tin can far above the world. That's right. This week on the program, we got the news. But first, did you know that for every one rotation of our Earth, it actually is 4 days? Are you confused? Does that confuse you? Don't worry. We will be discussing the time cube theory when we go into the mystik.
Cut that out.
All right. Hey, guys.
Hey,
We are into the mystic. What are we going to be talking about today, Brandon?
We're going to be talking about the time cube theory. Are you guys familiar with that?
Isn't that was that made by Nintendo?
No, that's the GameCube.
Oh, I was
Not
thinking
the same
that
thing.
too.
I never had a GameCube.
I didn't. I knew a guy that had one.
You knew a guy.
I knew
Isn't
a guy.
that a rapper?
GameCube? Ice
Sounds
Cube?
like it.
No, Time Cube.
That's Ice Cube's son.
Time Cube.
It must be his son. or uncle.
Yo, I'm time to the 3.
Time to the 3, to the 1, to the go. Biggity biggity bop. It's Cadicto. That's right.
That was pretty,
Wasn't bad?
pretty
All right.
impressive.
All right.
Yo,
There's not
Time
a single
Cube.
president in there.
Time Cube. Fuck Trump. Yo.
Oh, there it was.
All right, so time cube, not cubism. That's That's an art form.
Tell us about time cubism, bro.
Yeah,
you
time
did a lot of
cube.
research about it.
Yeah, I did, man.
Too much.
That was
waste of
deep.
time.
I went deep on that one. So basically, time cubism was created in 1997 by a gentleman by the name of Otis Eugene Ray.
Otis Eugene Ray.
Yeah, Otis Ray.
He must be from the South because he got 3 names.
I would say so.
Yeah, I didn't think they do, don't
3
they?
names.
Billy Joe.
Billy Ray Cyrus, you know.
Yeah, and I can't.
Billy Joe Bob.
Do you know more? Keep going.
Billy Joe Armstrong.
Billy Joe. I think he's a hick.
I think they're from New York or something. But
anyway, probably not his real name.
Either
anyways.
way. Yeah, it's a stage name.
That's right.
Anyway, he's a former electrician and self-proclaimed wisest man on earth. I mean, you can claim a lot. He later received his doctorates in cubism in December of 2002. So he started the theory in 97. He studied up on it, did his research. And
on something he came up with.
Exactly.
How the hell do you study and research something that you created and invented? There's no research. There's no textbook on this.
He had to write it.
Yeah,
It takes time to write the book.
I bet he has it memorized, yeah.
And then you've got to remember the book reports, man.
Oh,
They'll sneak
fuck.
up on you. The
I
summer
know.
reading,
Right.
it's a mess.
That's very true.
But yeah, 2002, he became a doctor, giving him the title Dr. Gene Ray, is what the world would know him as.
The guy, he just did it himself. Like, he came up, he printed off his own
I'm sure he
diploma that
probably
says,
did,
"Oh,
yeah.
sweet, I have a PhD in cubism."
Yeah,
I want to do that. I mean,
and it was
if they
probably
check your
like in
credentials,
like
you
a
can
late
show it.
90s printer, so it was just very basic, just
Like a-
grayscale.
Nice.
And-
Oh, good.
yeah.
Oh, maybe even older school, like a dot matrix on the green and white lined paper. It's pretty legit doctorate there, Gene.
And you got to rip off the sides.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the worst part of it all.
I actually enjoyed doing that.
Yeah, it was
stuff.
kinda
Really?
It was very therapeutic.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, to each their own.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
probably would have earned you a pencil in elementary school to tear off the ends for the other people that didn't want to.
Nice.
You know,
And then you move that
5th grade
pencil
bartering.
for 3 erasers.
See, now you're getting it.
Oh,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
capitalism happening
Yeah.
over here.
The barter system.
There's always a demand.
Exactly.
There's always a demand for that, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, back on track.
Yeah, let's go. All right.
Let's do it.
All right. So his cubism theory it's quite simple.
What is it?
In a 24-hour day, there are 4 separate days: day, night, midday, and midnight.
Yes.
Okay.
That's hard to say. That is hard to say.
Day, midnight, midday, and mid.
Like morning, evening, noon, and midnight. You know.
Yeah, but it's just
Say,
not
look
weird
at it like
because
6, 12, 6, and 12.
It's the
Yeah.
mids. Yeah, it's the mids
All
that
the
throw
sixes.
you off.
That's right.
Yeah. So anyway, just to give you an example, someone in London, someone in Moscow, someone in Tokyo, and someone in San Francisco are all at a different point of time in their day. Obviously, right?
Right.
While it's lunchtime in London, it's early evening Moscow, nighttime in Tokyo, morning San Francisco. In effect, there's 4 days going on at the same time. So I mean, that's quite simple, right?
Sure,
think
but I
anybody
mean,
can
can't you even
follow
break it
that,
down
but
into even more of that? Like,
I think you can. I mean,
there are 8 different ones. Like,
I
at this
mean,
point, it's
maybe
mid-morning, the
me to
brunch.
you, me to you is probably a couple milliseconds.
Right, and
I mean,
between lunch and dinner, there's tea. Someone's
tea.
having tea time right at that
Scrumpets,
point. You
teas
know,
and
like
scrumpets. Okay.
you could just break this down as much as you want until you get to so many points that, my God, it's like it's round again.
My God.
comes back around.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's wrong again.
Anyway, sorry.
No. So since its inception in the late '90s, he's had several websites hosted and then taken down on a couple occasions. One website remains, and it's if you want to get lost down a wormhole, man.
Yeah.
This is the one to go to. But it's got lots of bright colors, like a lot of
It looks
black
like
and reds,
HTML.
black and yellow,
And
Oh, yeah, it looks like a
random
very
things
basic
and random things
HTML.
in quotes and other things underlined at random and just seems to make no sense. Yeah,
Very
the ones
basic.
I've looked at were very much like that.
Yeah. And it's cubicao.com, www.cubicao.com. Check it out. And he was actually one of the very first internet celebrities, being, back in the 90s,
in
the
the
late
90s,
90s,
when it was all
everything was
still
going
new.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could HTML, you can have yourself a website.
Yeah, well, see, I looked into the website a bit because I was trying to find a way of why it was shut down. You know, so they brought up. So,
Well, timecube.com.
yes,
is
his
not-
original one.
Yeah. is
and
no
and
more.
you can find that on like Internet Archives. Like somebody apparently has archived all those. But last anybody can find that in 2010 he was in very poor health. He claims it was cancer, right? I think. But as of July 2015, the website was taken down September of 2015. It was renewed by someone named Gene Ray. Maybe him, maybe someone posing as him. We don't know. But then January or February of this year, it went down again and has not been back up since. So it was up for like 3 months, and then off again. So I don't know. And we don't know if it was him or someone else. Kind of like maybe he has a daughter,
kind of a
right?
common name,
right?
Yeah, I think he has a daughter.
The second wisest man, whatever his followers are acting in his stead, maybe.
Possibly.
But the reason his sites are like, I also found that he used to, when he was doing this before internet, he would just put flyers out or like pamphlets, which is why the website's just like this long.
Yeah, because it's just one page, really.
Straight down the line. Like, it's not written in paragraph form. It's just like a long, rambling, fucking weird, like it was written on a scroll or something of incoherent underlines and quotations.
Looks like a madman.
A little bit.
Just wrote them off.
A little bit.
It's like a schizophrenic almost.
Almost.
Have you ever been diagnosed with that? Is that
not yet? No,
not that we know of.
Jeez.
I think you only get diagnosed with that once, and then you kind of you just
stuck
are.
with
Like, no, he'll say I wasn't diagnosed with my other personality.
Yeah.
However,
Well, okay, but
I have never been diagnosed with schizophrenia, but I have.
Well, I was, but I found these pills that cured me. You can find them at Infowars.com.
Jesus.
Okay. Anyway, so sorry.
All right.
It
Not
just
much.
while we were talking about the website thing, I wanted to.
He
So
went crazy.
yeah, he strongly believes that cubism is deeply rooted in nature and claims things like evolution is a combination of chaos and time cube, the theory that he created.
But how? Like, what? How does it change anything?
Well, we need to get into it and find that out.
I guess it's just his perception on it.
How does it? How does? Do we? Let's listen to we got a clip of him, so let's get that shit on there. He obviously has something to say about all this.
Yeah.
Let's pop him up here.
It has 4 corners. When it shines at midday, it simultaneously creates a midnight. Where the 2 majors join, it creates the 2 minors of sun up and sundown. And each corner quadrant of Earth rotates to its own separate 24-hour days. Each corner, because it rotates in 4 different directions simultaneously. Toward midday, midnight, sun up and sundown. It rotates those directions simultaneously. Each one of them has its own separate day.
Each one of them has its separate day. So he's saying if it's noon here in Texas, so whatever's directly behind us in the world is, I said noon here, so it's midnight there. So therefore, it's living a separate day. But I mean, to us, to one person it seems that way, but it's, there's different perspectives. He's thinking.
It's just essentially it's thinking of different times of the day as being its own
day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it also has the word day in it, and you would say
Right.
Monday is a different day than Tuesday,
Right?
And midday is a whole different day.
I mean, when you think about it, like as the Earth's spinning, there's a chunk of the world that's already on Tuesday, and we're still on Monday. So like, I kind of can see why he would think this way. But what the hell it has to do with evolution and like all energy and matter in the universe conforming to these principles? Like that just seems like a
bit of a stretch,
I guess
buddy.
we need the textbook and we need to study it for the 5 years before you can get a doctorate.
Does
in
he
it.
say that the world is like flat, but like a cube flat?
Essentially, it's a cube around
The Earth. So
yeah.
literally like a paperweight or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You could
With
find
with the Earth in the middle.
Yeah,
of it.
Earth in
think
the
of
middle,
that is the
like a
best
cube.
example to think of.
Okay, all right. Well, at least he's
then you've
still
got
on
a
the round
cube.
train.
You've got the cube, and a cube has 6 sides, though.
How can you call a top and bottom a side? You call the top of your bedroom and bottom of your floor sides?
All right, I guess.
all right.
He got me on that one. That was Eugene Ray again. He went on this conspiracy show, and we pulled some clips from him. Do we know?
By the
name
way,
of
he
show?
definitely sounds Southern. I think I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely Southern there. Play that clip again. What does he say again? About sides and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pulling it up right now. He's not.
How can you call a top and bottom a side? You call the top of your bedroom and bottom of your floor sides?
No, but if you look at it from another direction, if you
Right. That's why it's a cube is a cube. Like you can look at it from any direction.
Yeah,
and
it's a side. A side doesn't have to be on the
Right.
side. It can be also on top because
But
you can rotate it, and that
exactly.
top is then on the
it's
side.
now a
Wow.
side.
All right, let's
Rooms typically aren't perfectly cubes, though, so that's how you can tell.
I think more or less we just like the way he talks, and we'll be pulling some stuff.
He does
from him.
have that southern drawl. That's kind of.
I'm like deep south. I'm thinking like.
Lane of your time is wrong and
Florida,
suicidal.
Georgia area. Maybe right on the Florida-Georgia line.
Ding, ding, ding. Lane of your time is wrong and suicidal. Is that good?
No, that wasn't bad, man.
Time Troop proves one face God impossible. Oh, no, he goes, Time Troop proves one face God impossible due to a four-corner face metamorphic human. Baby child parent and godparent feces.
Feces? Because grandparents poop. That's why
I did not say faces, I said faces.
So wait, let's I know so it's a whole bunch of claims like this. And and he never actually explains anything. He just rambles and rambles, and this all of a sudden is everything in chaos theory. So can we talk about this for a bit and just try to make sense out of this statement that Lois just read?
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so it
Time
proves
one
one-faced God impossible.
I thought he was saying one face God impossible.
No, a one-faced God is impossible. Okay, so there are 4 days going simultaneously. This means there can be no God. Now, I don't believe in God, so I'm fine with that. I don't see how this is proof of there being no God at all. Like, how do you make that correlation?
I don't know, man. This guy... He just goes on some rambles.
You're asking me for that answer, and I
can't.
Well,
all right,
but you.
So he says it's due to a four-corner face metamorphic human.
Yeah, at that point, I think he's talking about if you're looking down
feces.
at a head, like the nose and ears are 2 points, and then of course they meet to the back of the head.
So there's your four. Okay, but so baby, child, parent, and grandparent faces. There's
and
four
somehow
names
he
there.
correlates that to the stages of life.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, but God's face can't have the same four sides. Aren't we made in His image? So doesn't that still correspond?
I think maybe he's
all right.
He's referring to
he's in favor of a two-faced God. You know, Harvey Dent. You know, God.
Harvey Dent is God. Holy shit! We stumbled upon it.
We've discovered too much.
Or what was that He-Man character? Did you ever have the one that had like the thing on his head and his faces would rotate? He had different faces for like it.
I know that in Nightmare Before Christmas, that the
had the different faces. Yeah, they got that idea from He-Man. So I had the toy when you like squeeze his legs together, it would flip his face around, and you could get the different faces.
I had the Power Rangers where you push the belt buckle and the head flips over for the helmet to the character.
Yeah. Oh, see?
But it didn't make any sense to me because they're still wearing the Power Ranger uniform.
Right.
Like you're just giving yourself away.
It's just like the Superman Clark Kent costume. I need his glasses, and this all I got to do is take the mask off, and it doesn't matter you're still in the outfit at all. It's like, oh, holy shit, it's Tommy.
Well, anyone can wear pink, jumpsuit.
Right, anybody can wear a green suit.
Green Man.
That's right. All right, we got more quotes here.
Yeah, sorry.
They get good.
Oh yeah, this
what
one.
What else do we have from him? You want to read the quote here, Nick? The next one. You got to do it in your best. I
don't know, man.
I'm gonna pull.
They'll probably all end up sounding like Bane anyway.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's even better if you.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
It's not immoral to kill.
It's not immoral to kill Americans who ignore their opposite-sex parents who created them, but instead worship a queer Jew who claims to make people out of dirt, when the body is 90% water. A God so stupid that he claims only a single-day rotation Earth, while my cubic wisdom has allowed me to create 4 simultaneous days within a single Earth rotation. Americans do not deserve life. They live only for today, the evil singularity word bastards.
How dare you...
How dare you talk to me like that?
So now we've got a queer Jew who made people out of dirt, even though we're 90% water. Now that's
right.
That's a fairly valid point. When a God so stupid, he claims only a single day rotation.
That's right.
Oh, thank you.
He's just confirming what you're saying there.
Americans do not deserve life. And
that's right.
Who ignores their opposite sex parents? I thought it was always daddy's girl and mama's boy. That's...
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get into, Freud and
there's the
psychology,
Oedipus complex and the Electra complex, I think was the other one. Or well, because Oedipus is son to mother, so I think it was either Carmen or Electra. I just always used Carmen or Electra. That's how I remembered it. So it was like the Carmen complex. It was one of her two names. That's how I remembered it.
Electra.
I think so. But So anyway,
I did not know any of that. You guys are so
well, that's
smart.
when the daughter wants the father, which is why they, go for the older guy. Like college girls go for the older guys, or because of the daddy issues, and they want
And then
guys.
also that,
supposedly they want to find mates that are just like their father, which I don't
right.
know that that's ever true, but that's the claim.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Yeah,
Freudian psychology. Yeah.
That's right.
And sometimes,
And then it gets weird when you get into the different phases, like the anal stage, the oral stage.
right.
It gets out there.
I think he was a little bit perverted and obsessed.
A little bit.
Just saying. But luckily, he was like groundbreaking. So instead of being perverted, it was smart.
Right.
That's his saving grace.
I think a lot of it though was just to fulfill his own desires.
Right, and his whole thing
But,
about
hey, we
cigars,
all
and then Bill
benefited
Clinton
from
came
it.
along and was like, "Okay, I can make a cigar sexual."
That's right.
All right, so I just was trying to break this down again because he just rambles so much, and it seems to jump. I just want to let's
got some
look
more
at
from
this
him?
and see if this makes any sense, but it doesn't. It doesn't.
I guess you could say it's non-linear.
He does like word everything, like so. They're word bastards. There's word evil. There's word
right.
word is a descriptor of things because that's where the evil is. That we say one day instead of 4 days. We use the word one instead of the word four or something.
I think that's
Ooh,
the
that's a
big
good
thing
one.
of it. Yeah.
So instead of saying 1, you should be saying 4.
I guess.
So I have
So that U2
4 e-cigarettes.
Yeah, that U2 song is 4.
Is you 4? No, it'd be
No.
your 8.
We can get back. Sorry,
Yeah.
we're just.
He's actually offered on a couple of occasions when he goes to speak $10,000 to anyone from any academia, university, professor, anything like that who can disprove his principles. As of now, no one stepped forward to claim it.
That's right.
And
He's keeping that money.
yeah, I don't know that he even has it. to
Probably
begin with,
not.
but
Because no one, you got
right.
you guys don't understand. Time cube is a real thing. You just can't. They don't want you to know it.
They don't. They
They
do
don't
not
want you to know it.
All right.
Academia cannot allow this to be known.
They cannot allow this to be known.
Nope. Can't let
That's
it out.
right.
So he's offering this prize, but he's of course the judge. Like
Yes.
he's the one that's going to say whether or not
You
they
have to present it
disprove
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so no one's
So
ever going to
you
get the
can
test. So
say-
that's obviously it's a futile and stupid thing to even try to do. But he sees the fact that no one steps up to do it as the fact that this is true. It can't be disproven, and they're hiding it from us. It's a big secret, just like the Earth being round. That's all part of this giant conspiracy theory where everybody's hiding for no reason that we can see. But he has a term for everybody who's refusing to believe cube logic. Well, he has the term educated stupid, so it's not our fault that we're stupid.
Yeah,
we were
it's-
taught the one day thing, so we're educated stupid people.
But that's funny because that also is in common with the flat earthers as well.
Right.
They're like they teach you this. It's not your fault.
There's a
but,
globe
you
in the
need to go
classroom
out
and
there
everything.
and teach yourself.
Right. You got to
Go
do some
back to
research.
where
you came from. This is America.
I forgot about the do your research. That's what I was going to share.
Yeah, you
Hey, I would
seemed
love to
really
hear this
appropriate
guy.
right there.
Well, like I say, they're stupid. And in fact, that's evil. Being stupid about it is evil.
So to be stupid about it is evil. Is that
It's a-
right,
it's a
Gene?
form of
That's
evil.
right.
So he doesn't believe in God, but yet there's evil. So there's no good, but we're evil.
Well, I
So
guess
does he
there's
believe
good
in
and
Satan?
bad.
If you don't, I guess that's Satan. Well, I don't know. Is that 4 Satans or
Or is it just like
4 gods?
man inherently has good and evil in him, and there's not a higher being for either side of it? It's
See, I just don't get
just
this
what he
whole
chooses
thing
to
from
act
him
on.
because
I mean-
it's not. I have like this whole point about it, and I sum it up like this: when you have sex with somebody, it's not just one act of sex; it's 2 acts because there's another person involved.
right.
So
Like
they
I would
have their own
say,
perspective.
I had sex, and she would say I had sex. It'd be 2 separate people saying that they engaged in. So, but they engage in the one act.
So you would write this in a fraction, 1/1, but you cannot write that as a fraction. You have to always go down to your lowest common denominator and makes it just 1. It's simple instead of saying, well, we had sex or something. I guess that's how you would say it. But it has to go down
So
to
what if you bring in a third person?
Exactly. So it'd be,
Or what about orgies?
3/1?
Right.
5/1? I mean, that's
which would still be 3 or 1. So it'd be 3 acts of sex. if you don't get it.
Well, like I say, they're stupid. And in fact, that's evil. Being stupid about it is evil.
So he's just he's not going down to the lowest common denominator yet.
No,
he's not wrong about it being 4 different times a day, but doesn't make them 4 separate days.
4 different times of day and not 4 separate days. And even if you do choose to see it that way, like that's just, to me, a matter of perspective.
It is a matter
of perspective. And that's it. That's not a theory. That's not science. That doesn't explain all science or mass in the universe. Like this, there's no way to take... He's going from A to Z with absolutely no rest of the alphabet. Like, you got to tie this together. It's like the fucking underwear pants gnomes on South Park. You remember their plan? Their plan was step 1, steal underpants. Step 2... Step 3, take over the world. Everybody's like, what's step 2? And they just keep repeating.
Well,
step
1,
steal underpants. Step 2, step 3, take over the world. That's what this is fucking like to me. Like,
well, he was trying to create a theory of everything.
Okay, see, this is what.
But it just how does it apply?
Exactly.
I'm not seeing it.
And how it's evil. Oh wait, what was the cannibal one?
The cannibal one?
Yeah, remember we had the clip of him saying we're all going to be cannibals?
Yeah, he claims that this is what happened on Easter Island. This is how it was the civilization on Easter Island, and they refused to believe the cubic theory or whatever because of the way they perceived time and days and whatnot. And they ran out of food. They started eating, everybody, everything, and cannibalism, and that's why Easter Island is the way it is, essentially. And
just
that
a bunch of statue heads.
Yeah, and that America is doomed to follow that same path.
Why only America? Why not the rest of the world that also doesn't believe in this?
I don't know, because he does mention, he doesn't really say the world.
Where he's talking about cannibals, and the host was like, are you saying that America's going to become cannibals?
I only pulled the that's right.
Oh, all right. Oh. Well, anyway, so why only America? Because even in that thing I read,
it seems
Americans
like he has
do not
it out,
deserve life. It's not bad to kill Americans who ignore this. Like, he's really, for being from the deep South...
He's probably a deep cover communist.
He must be.
Left over from like World War II, and he's just like, look, I got to fit in. He's just a lot older than what he looks.
I also think that when he told everybody that he's the wisest man on earth, you mistaked his accent. He's actually saying the world's widest I'm the widest.
Widest man on earth.
He was pretty.
And
white.
I am very white, and I'm proud of it.
You can find him on Twitter.
No, he
at Wise. He hasn't twitted since 2010.
A what? A Twitter?
A Twitter. He hasn't sent anything out since 2010.
I shot me one of them
it's
Twitters.
Still there.
I went out to the back. I shot me one of them
Twitter
Twitters.
Even fucking start? Has it been around that long?
I don't.
Because I found him and I looked at it, and his last one's from like August 2010. So I guess it's been around that long.
Yeah. Well, that's right, man.
All right.
Anything else? Let's sum this up a bit. So there's not much we could say about this.
There's nothing to it. I mean,
that's it. It's not 4. He says it's 4 simultaneous days. You be the judge of it. Or it's not 4 simultaneous days. Well, it's 4 simultaneous days, but they're all different days.
They're all occurring at the same time.
Yeah, they're all occurring.
And we have the 24-hour clock and the calendar that we have because it's all a part of some giant conspiracy to keep us down
to suppress us. Yeah.
He's also completely wrong about this whole thing because obviously the Earth is flat, and there's no way that this is possible.
Right.
Flat Earth.
That's right.
I would love to hear him in a room with a flat Earth.
Right. A flat plane could still have the 4 quadrants.
You got me there. You got me there.
That's right.
Is that what you want?
but only in a 2D sense.
I know, but that's why those other 2 sides. Because the cube does 3D.
They're not called sides, you idiot. They're dang old. Would you call top and bottom side?
That's what I'm saying. They aren't sides because it's flat. So it's anyway.
Technically, it is a side. You got left, top, bottom, up, right.
Wouldn't that still be?
How can you call a top and bottom a side? You call the top of your bedroom and bottom of your floor sides.
I don't know, man. Again, like I said, it's a matter of perspective, and if you choose to see it as 4 days happening simultaneously, go right ahead. But how you correlate that to evil and death and destruction and cannibalism and all this other shit, that's what I don't get.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else to this theory. There isn't more to the science of this. That is literally all he has to say, and then he just spouts off some extreme hate-filled, homophobic,
he's throwing that
anti-Jude.
Up so that you listen to the time cube theory. That's how you get attention
so you
for
remember it, so it
I guess, but it's not. There's nothing else to the theory. Every other theory at least has something. You can watch and learn about flat earthers, and they have ideas and ways to explain why they believe
talk.
it.
Flat earthers will talk.
I know,
Maybe
and
he's
they
just
have
crazy.
at least theories or attempts to explain how things happen the way they happen. This is just 4 days going on. That's it. Cool. I'm glad I paid for this class. Fuck
Okay,
yourself.
so while
He's
you
a
guys
good
are
old Southern conspiracy theorist.
while you guys are here, did you know that the white man is being brought down by the black man? Did you
Yeah,
know
and
it?
that gay, that queer Jew
Them
Yeah.
queer
made you out of
Jews,
dirt,
you
even
can't
though we're out of
trust
water.
them.
Yeah.
You can't trust them.
But there's plenty of videos out there of him, and you got to give it to him, man. He goes out there and he believes this.
He does.
He is behind
Is
it.
he still around? Did we
100%.
talk about that already?
We can't. The only thing we found is that his website was renewed in 2015 by someone who goes by Gene Ray. It was by a Gene Ray, but we don't know if that was him or not. So as far as him personally, there's been no known update since 2010.
That's a
What if
long
he
time.
just, because he also said he also had websites pulled down. And that's our way of just saying maybe you didn't pay your
Right. He was
server
saying that
fee.
he was being suppressed, and the religious and academic institutions were shutting him down.
Maybe he just couldn't
he
pay
was-
for his website fees or
Yeah.
whatever you call those.
Or maybe they were like, dude, this is extremely anti-Semitic and homophobic, and you are literally inciting violence and telling students to kill their teachers.
That is
so
not immoral.
That's right.
right, like there was one point where he said it's not. There's nothing wrong with students killing teachers who refuse to teach this theory. So he is like literally inciting violence and telling people it's okay to murder people. So that could be another reason why you're getting
That's
shut
right.
down.
Yeah, and in today's world, that could be, you could get tried and guilty for involuntary
Absolutely.
manslaughter.
Where's
the first lady on this. This is cyberbullying.
That's right, man.
Back in '97. He's the OG.
He's been at this for 20 years now.
Wow.
Stop hitting the table.
I'll hit what I want.
You're making everything sound weird. You can hear
I
all
had,
the
I had to
springs
prove a point, all right?
like
Gotta
this.
get it across.
Sometimes you just got to drive it home. I don't.
With the thumb out, like, oh, you got to get it out just like old Bill. You don't understand. That was a weird one. All right, let's sum it up.
I think we just did.
All right.
That was it. That was it.
I believe that was. So
If you guys want to check out some of Dr. Gene's work, just Google time cube theory. It pops up right away.
oh yeah, it does.
Listen to him. He'll call you a
Cubic
fucking
AO.
idiot.
Cubic AO. You want to lose about 3 hours of your life? CubicAO.com.
I don't recommend
Yeah,
it,
it-
but do it. Because obviously he's not going down to the lowest common
And
denominator.
if you find anything of any substance, something that we haven't discussed here, I mean, please let us know. But I certainly didn't find it.
But
There's-
something that makes it matter.
Yeah, there's no other facet to this at all. Like, if you can find anything else about this or any substance to this theory, like, please let us know. 'Cause
That's right.
So far, it's just a claim that he uses to get all of his hate speech out there, is what I think.
Yeah. And he definitely does seem hateful, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
That's right.
That's right.
Bye.
Bump track coming up. This is from my boy Damp Heat. He's gonna
Damn?
Damp Heat.
Damn
like
Pete.
damp, like moist
Okay.
fire.
Oh, damn
And-
Pete.
Yeah, he's got a little song
I thought you
right
said
here,
damn
man.
Pete. Like, damn that Pete.
Also, you could say it that way too. Damn Pete. Damn Pete. Check it
Damn,
out,
Pete.
man. Here we go.
Finally, the truth can be told at last. I'll make the sticker later, then I'll send it to the past. Man, you think times to come are gonna be a blast? Well, you're right, mainly cause of total collapse. The beast came and went, he said, fuck this, cause you stupid ass humans did my job in a pinch. Environmental devastation blurred the lines on all the nations. Brought to you by Monsanto, Sony, Coca-Cola Corporation.
That's right.
Fast food wars hit hard, the fools are running around like dictards, holding AKs, making martyrs out of people stalking larders. Uncontaminated water currency, currently 1,000 gallons buys your own private army. As soon as I could hold the weapon, I was fighting next to mommy in the trenches. Our tat said Merrill Lynch, but I said forget this. I deserted real quick, carved the chip out my skin with a laser singe. Now they couldn't track me, I headed for the underground, joined the resistance, subversive, persistent, anti-militant. But you always need a soldier who can fend off the killers that the CEO sent. It was worse than they lived, cause there weren't no aliens, only crappy humans, and no shades can tell the difference. That's how we were infiltrated, overrun, they didn't seek surrender from a one. Open fire, slaughtered by the hundreds. I tucked tail and gunned it, seeing us outnumbered. Tears streamed down my cheeks, flowed into bullet holes. All I toil, bought and sold like a piece of fool's gold. How to break the fucking mold. I gotta change the past, so I built this time machine to help the human race last. Sadly, everybody thinks that I'm a liar, and I can't seem to get across my own inner fire. Fuck y'all, I'm from the future. Fuck y'all, I'm from the future. Fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all, I'm from the future. Fuck y'all, I'm from the future. Fuck y'all, I'm from the future. Fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all, I'm from the future. Now I walk this world like it's Earth AD. Man, I gotta find a way to make you shake your apathy. Do you want freedom, people, or just money, honey? Are you seeking good company or slick companies? Do you trust your government to do the right thing? Hell no, I don't think so. They don't care for what
get
you
back
need.
into the
You
show,
can keep
you
my
guys.
warnings now and warn the loss of greed.
Well, like I say, they're stupid. And in fact, that's evil. Being stupid about it is evil.
Let's do some news.
I'm so happy I have you as my best friend, and I love Lisa so much.
Oh, thanks, Tommy.
News with Nick and Los, that's right. We coming at you, coming with the light. We got the news, we've got the news. We've got the news, we've got the news. Yeah, we've got the news with Nick and Los.
Brandon, that's right. That's right. All right, we got the news. The news is what we got.
What do we got?
So I wanted to pull some stuff that happened this week. I like to scroll my feeds and all the different news stuff, and something popped up quite interesting, and it's in our world here. You know, you watch Netflix. New documentaries
Yeah.
are out all the time. There was one in particular. It's called The Stan Romanek Story. Am I saying that right? Romanek? I think I'm saying that right. It was made in 2013 by Seattle director
recent.
John Stumble, but wasn't added into Netflix until this month, July of 2017, in which in turn it exposed the documentary and the man
Stan.
That's right, the man Stan. So
Stan the man.
Something happened here. I guess he's a prominent, he's 54 years old UFO enthusiast who claims to have been abducted by aliens several times. And he's also right now set to face trial in Colorado on charges of possessing and distributing child pornography.
Ooh, not cool.
Now, is he getting, is this kind of, and he's saying this, he's not putting that stuff on his computer. The government's doing it. Somebody's doing it that doesn't want me to, that does not want me to release this footage.
Say he needs to listen to that one guy who told you how to get away with that.
Yeah.
The guy who had a whole bit on how to
And
get away
didn't he
with
say
that.
he said store them on a separate hard drive?
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
should
you
have
got-
listened.
should've
Well,
had
but
that
he
on
didn't.
He didn't listen to it. Oh, I guess the government didn't.
No, government definitely did.
Well, they planned it because they wanted to find it, which is why.
So
they put it on.
he's coming out and saying that it's not mine, that the government
is
doing
planting it to get him so they can arrest him, and then he can't.
So how did
tell
they
the truth about aliens anymore?
How did they get to his computer to
I don't
begin
know,
with?
man.
Did they come in
They
with a
got
fake
ways.
warrant saying, "Hey, we have blah 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 proof that you were doing it"?
I sent someone probably snuck into his house in the middle of the night. Like they used to get into your house and plant bugs and stuff.
I mean,
Or he thinks
Watergate.
that there could
Right.
be other
I mean,
experiencers, like
getting
other
into somebody's
alien
house
abductors.
is impossible, especially if you're
Is it
trained
possible
government agent.
that-
So they just got in there and uploaded it. Like they just got we got a collection of child porn that we can plant on people to.
Yeah, it's simple. You would just go in, USB drive.
There you go.
Get out.
Yeah, and that's that simple.
You know?
It's happened to him.
And then maybe put a bug in so it acts up and he has to take it to get it fixed, and that's how they discover
Yeah, because now in most states, if you're a PC repair, you have to actually apply for a private investigator's license or something
Right.
like that as well.
But does this guy actually have something like that of worth? We all know, we've seen the little video of the window and the alien kind of pops up and then he creeps out. It's creepy looking.
Well, can we rule out that it's not the aliens that maybe planted it on his computer? Maybe they've got plans. They want to see.
Him and his wife also say that it has to be other experiencers that are doing it as well. But he also warns them because they're going to silence him. If you talk out, if you have an alien abduction story, you shouldn't speak out about it because
That's not-
they'll put child pornography on your.
Aren't there millions? There are all sorts of people that claim to have child abduction. In fact, I saw that
They're just severely backlogged.
There's a 9-step process that you have to go through to actually get to register your alien encounter.
Well, I mean, all his claims have been debunked or challenged. Well, mostly, we can all say them are being challenged, right? But none of them. And I think he's even come out and said that this was fake. Like he paid like a kid to like put up the cardboard cutout or whatever he had of this alien, and just make it look creepy.
Kid?
He paid a kid.
Not
now
looking
you're
so
looking
good in his court now.
Yeah, that kid apparently wasn't aware.
Well, he was like,
well,
okay.
that probably wasn't all he did.
It's like, okay, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you. You know. Let's go to another story here.
All right.
This is a pretty cool one here. Okay.
So he's currently we don't have any information on his court case yet. He's just currently
This happened. What I can find is that it happened in 2014. This happens right at the end of the documentary, and it says on February 13th, 2014. It says Stan Romanek was arrested on child pornography charges, and that's how the movie ends.
So
I haven't seen it personally. You can read on Snopes.com about the trial. I didn't really want to talk about too much of the trial or what happened. Just the fact that if you come out as an alien abductor or you've abductee, and you if you
I actually go out on the weekends and abduct aliens.
Everyone I see, which is zero so far.
Maybe you film them and you got damning evidence. You'll get child pornography on your.
They're gonna find a way to take you down because they don't want the truth out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So that's now 3 things: aliens, cubed Earth, and flat Earth. Man, they are just keeping all the fucking secrets. They're going well out of their way.
They obviously don't want you to fucking know. Is that right, Gene?
That's right.
All right. Cool, man. All right. So it's really weird when doctors report removing something from a woman's eye, and it was during a routine cataract surgery. This is an old woman, 65 years old. She was having some irritation in her eye, and so when
her inner eye,
not inner eye,
her inner eye,
inner eye.
Just okay.
So a blurry foreign body that was found in an English woman's eye turned out to be a mass of contact lenses. Surprising medical staff who were preparing the woman, who was, like I said, 65 years old. How many contacts do you think they pulled out, Nick?
God.
Rough guess.
15.
Nope. That's actually not enough.
Oh my
wow.
God.
How do you get that many in your eye?
Dude, they report pulling 27 lenses from the woman's eyes.
Did she think that they disintegrated? Like when you put a new one in the morning, you just...
It's gone.
The other ones disappear like those Listerine mouth strips?
Yes.
Well, they were all the doctors were all weird. They were like, oh my goodness. First they found 17 contacts and they were clumped up together as they were injecting anesthesia for her procedure. They're like, well, what is this? And then they pulled out another 10 of them, bloop, just right out of her eye.
So they were just like stacked like pancakes, like they'd been shoved over, and they were like.
She must have some weird looking fucking eyes. I don't know, man. I've seen
just one? What is she taking the other one out every time and just leaving the one?
It all was in one eye. And so she.
How aren't there that many in the other eye? Did they even check? Like maybe those just haven't started irritating her yet, but there's still 27 in that eye.
They're still in there.
The doctor says when she was seen 2 weeks after I removed the lenses, she said her eyes felt a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, don't say.
I wonder why.
Holy.
But here's why she said. Fuck. This is why she dealt with it. She thought her previous discomfort was just part of old age and dry eye.
So she has no memory of putting in the contact lenses.
No, she's never complained about problems other than cataracts.
Cataracts. So where did the lenses come from?
Well, the patient has been wearing monthly disposable contact lenses for 35 some odd years.
So she thought disposable meant degradable?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe she thought she pulled them out, I had it and it moved to the corner of her eye, and she just kept doing. She's like, oh, I don't know what happened. They're disposable.
I guess. But so she's still getting the other one out?
She must have gotten out, or it jumped through her nose.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Transferred eyes somehow.
It has to. But then again, there's 27 of them. That's
an odd number.
Yeah.
Man, it's gross. Well, good thing for these technicians to
Thank God they
find
found
it
it.
out. They found that good stuff out, and it was just disgusting. Gene, have you checked your eyes lately for cataracts?
That's right.
All right, that's great. That's great. Let's go to the next story here.
I mean, he has some pretty thick glasses, so I don't think he has issues with the contact lenses.
By the
He's
way,
obviously
you can check that one out on
glasses guy.
NPR. That last story, NPR, very credible source for news, isn't it? We're so credible.
I would say so.
I don't want to read that one. Fuck that one. Oh, OJ, yo.
Oh,
we got that
OJ.
OJ clip ready. We're gonna. Never mind. Don't worry about that
I
OJ
didn't
clip.
have the OJ ready.
OJ was finally released. Well, he wasn't released, but he was granted parole on Thursday after more than 8 years of prison in Las Vegas hotel heist. He was in prison for the Las Vegas heist, of course.
All right, no, we did have a clip. We had him talking to the judge, right?
Yeah, but that's on my computer, and he didn't have that. I can't pull it up. Don't worry about it.
All right.
So he's 70 years old. He's convicted, armed robbery. So
That'll happen.
Just trying to get his stuff back.
he got all 4 of the votes on the parole board there. We watched it.
So
He
he's out of
smiled
jail and on parole?
He's not going to be out of jail till October, I believe here. But he said he spent his time in jail. It's September 29th. Well, he was supposed to end September 29th, 2022. That was when he was supposed to be scheduled to get out.
That's a long time.
So now he gets to go out and do some more golfing. And
he wants to hang out with his family and his friends.
Yeah, he wanted to get out and hang out with my family friends. He never mentioned trying to find the killer of his wife. But, well, we can just know that OJ is back out there. Hopefully he doesn't kill anybody this time.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
I bet the first person he
of
looks
course
up is David Schwimmer. Just gonna hang out with his buddy.
Right.
He's out of there now. All right, I got one last whatchamadealer here. You guys with me? You guys still with me here?
Yeah.
All right,
Don't,
check it out. Oh, let's do that one.
Yeah,
let's
that's
end
what
it with
I'm
that
like,
one. I wanted to air it last week, but we didn't get around to it. I love this next song that we're gonna play here. Sound Super Deluxe put out a super mix of Alex Jones.
It's fucking great. This
And
is one of the best things that's happened this
Alex
year.
Jones has now put out a contest. If you can cover this song, and he'll give it, I think it was like $10,000, man. You can make your best cover of it or perform it in a fucking at a Democrat, National Republican. I don't know.
One of those things.
You go to a Democratic hall and sing.
We should just go stand inside the Texas Capitol building and play it.
There you go. Yeah, Texas
do it.
Capitol.
Like right under the dome in the middle there.
I would do it.
I mean, they'd probably be like, "Fuck yeah, that's right."
Yeah. So, anyways, Super Deluxe put this
All right.
together. It's by a kid named Nick Lutz. What is it?
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. That's right. That's how I was saying it. So let's hear it.
The paradigm of absolute control. And that's why
God, I
we're
love
out here
this
doing
song.
simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts.
That's right.
What more do you need to know about these people?
That's right.
I'll go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green-looking skin, and they run around screaming, "We love Satan, we wanna kill babies."
They need
Them
to.
on video.
I'll let the.
Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man.
And during the video, you see Alex Jones actually
I know,
speaking
I
the
was gonna
stuff.
say, they need to watch the video of it.
I posted the link in the comments.
Whose mother wears a hood over her head.
What the hell?
That woman number one is ugly.
That's right.
Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur.
Little musical interlude, y'all. We
Chord
love this
change.
song. Nope.
Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up.
Just the video video.
I know, he gets so animated.
Yeah. And his hair is just kind of.
I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall.
Yeah.
We're gonna stab your wife, your son. Ooh. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife. And then the police chief
Hey, we
is
get
gonna
along.
say,
Kind of hard.
we love our Somalis. We love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so sweet.
This morning I was watching Fox News. I was working out.
watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
That's the whole thing right there. What a great song.
Ah, man, it's really good.
So yeah,
it's
dude,
worth
if you
a
guys,
couple laughs.
If you love that song as much as we do, you should make a cover.
Definitely
of it and
need to
send it
watch the
them.
video though, because they sync. I mean, it's not like several different clips of him. There were like 2 separate rants that they pieced together.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just have him. It's almost like he's singing it. You know,
Yes.
the video has been edited very well. It's
And as
great.
one who edits video and has a growing appreciation for it, one hell of a job, man.
I mean, that's great. It's really awesome. Props.
Yes.
Anything else to talk about, you guys? Shoot, why not?
Well,
Shoot.
yeah, what do you got? You got anything else?
Nope, that's
No?
it, guys. That is the rest of the show.
That's
Let's
all
go
the
ahead
news
and-
we got?
let's
Oh, we
cue-
got some live stuff coming up.
Yeah, I was just about
Yeah,
to read
huh?
all that stuff.
Oh,
while I
okay.
Get our outro
I thought you were
going.
trying to get out of that, and I was like, well, hang on.
No,
Man, we
you know,
got shit to talk about.
if you
boss.
guys like
Yeah,
our
we got
content, give us a
housekeeping.
5-star
Fun
rating
little
on iTunes. We have not heard from that in a while. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, nobody likes us on iTunes.
Yeah. Ooh, that was coming from somewhere. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. But don't forget
doesn't
to like
matter.
us on Facebook. Follow
Don't
us
matter
on
to
Twitter.
Jesus.
Follow us on Twitter. Creep us on Instagram. We've got another live show coming up. Oh man, the second stop on our Brew World Order tour in the breweries. So coming out and meet us in person. All 3 of us are going to be here in Austin, Texas at the High Sign Brewery. And that's on, where is that exactly?
That is Ben White and 183,
Ben
right
White
in front of the
183.
airport.
Oh,
yeah,
that's okay.
kind of a new place.
Oh, hey, that's
So-
like that's right where I live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right,
follow
there
our
we go.
Facebook page for more of those details for the show. We got more to come, you guys. Thank you so much, Gene Ray, for being there. And he loved it. So,
Wait, what date is the High Sign Brewery?
It is
July 4th?
July 4th. It's on a
all right.
Friday.
So for Nick Ryder, Brandon
You mean
Mitchell,
August 4th?
I'm Los. August 4th.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's